Rather than structuring their stories in a way that ensures audience retention of content from week to week and continued interest in the show over longer periods of time, Netflix original series can play with the structure, since many viewers are watching seasons as like an extended film. That is watching all 13 episodes or 12 episodes or whatever in one weekend. We see some of this in Jessica Jones when the storytelling slows down some at the moment Jessica and Kilgrave come together in one house. The story takes time to show us Kilgrave and his journey as well. And there's all kinds of reasons that my colleagues have talked about to a certain extent. But for me, I'm talking about how they can change the storytelling to a certain extent. So this ability to slow down a little rather than moving from action to action is extremely important in a show that is commenting so obviously on rape, PTSD, and their after effects. Obviously, this is not something that Netflix invented. They owe a lot to HBO, AMC, and other producers that position themselves as more than TV, or not TV, for popularizing the long arc in storytelling. In addition to the element of narrative structure, Netflix offers showrunners some flexibility in terms of the maturity of their shows. Jessica Jones, for example, had been in development at ABC as early as 2010, but was finally passed over in 2012. Kristen Acuna of Business Insider suggests that Jessica Jones is, quote, basically an R-rated Marvel adaptation made for the small screen. Interestingly, Netflix's algorithms do not automatically recommend their original series to users in a vain attempt to get their shows viewed more often, as much as we think that's what happens. Marieke Jenner reminds us that Netflix doesn't have to sell themselves or their content to advertisers. They only have to sell the overall product to users. In this sense, it really doesn't matter what the size of the audience is for any individual show. Only the audience for Netflix as a whole, as a platform. Because of the nature of the platform, Netflix does not earn more money if you watch their shows over others. Nor does it justify the cost of making the series if more people view it. More views will, of course, lead to more seasons of that series and more content like it. But Netflix is not concerned with making you watch a particular show so much as making you watch anything. If you don't find something to watch, you may leave the service, and then they lose money, so it actually hurts them financially to offer shows to you that you won't like. Of course, they've solved the problem of letting you know they have new content while still only recommending shows or films you will like by adding a new category to the homepage, a Netflix Originals category. Finally, the combination of these industrial factors has, as we've seen with Jessica Jones, forced a change in both audience viewing practices and as a result of the types of stories Netflix tells with their original series. An important byproduct of this form of content creation is that we see an extension of the concept of the audience commodity here. Not only is the audience the commodity, Netflix is selling an audience to prospective rights holders, but the audience is also the workforce. The algorithms work only if users access Netflix at all.